welcome. How are you?
Okay, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. So, Rita, let's talk about, kind of what inspired you to even start looking. How did you find me, first of all?
How did I find you? Am I allowed to mention names?
Sure, if they don't mind. You could say through a friend. Yeah, but somebody did it, the program?
It's a person that I do follow on Instagram.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And
celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was following her business information.
Uh-huh.
And part of it, she's also placed her health journey at the same time.
Yeah.
So I've been watching her for business
Which
reasons.
one? Who?
Is it okay if I
Melissa Grello? No.
No.
The What's
Patty.
Yeah, Patty.
Lover Reed.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
When you said business, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Patty. Yeah.
So just watching her together with business, and she also mentions her health journey. And I've been watching her for the longest time, probably about a year. And finally one day she had posted your name.
Yes.
And then I looked up your program and I said, okay. I made the phone call.
It's time.
Yes, it's time. I sent the email, got the phone call, had my conversation.
What was going on in your life?
It was tired of always gaining back weight.
Yeah.
I've done so many different weight loss programs under the sun. It's a page full probably.
Yeah.
And with every single one, it's been the same process. Starvation, lose the weight. And as soon as I reached my goal, back again.
Gain out all back.
Yes, back again. Even though they would give me pointers on maintenance.
Yeah.
Would follow the maintenance.
That, pointers.
Yep. And then within the
strategy.
month, absolutely no strategies. And within the month, my weight would start to increase again, even though I was eating healthy at the same time. And then I came to the realization that hearing all this information on the internet and that about skinny fat. And I said, that's probably what I've been doing to myself, is skinny fat. That I would lose the weight, get down to the range that I was comfortable with. And as soon as I started any maintenance, the weight would just start going back on again. And I'm so happy, to find you and to find your program, because it's taught me a life experience of good eating for my health, for life.
Yeah.
Not just for losing the amount of pounds.
And I think, just to add clarity to when you say skinny fat, I think you're referring to the fact that you're losing, when you're on these weight loss journeys, you lose fat, you lose muscle. And then you become skinny.
Right.
But with a lack of muscle. And it's knowing that, okay, now I have to continue to put on muscle. In the past, when you've lost weight, did you do it with strength training? Yes.
Well, this is what I was going to say.
Okay.
They guided me to tell me not to.
Oh.
I was always told not to do any exercise. For what reasons, I don't know, but their whole thought process was not to do any exercise, lose the weight, and then after you've lost the weight, then you can start the exercise.
Yeah. But you don't, at that point, you're, okay, well, you're going to show me what to do? Like, how am I going to figure it out? What should I be eating now if I'm going to all of a sudden work out? Yeah, it's crazy, the tactics that people are selling as a lifestyle that's okay. Like, it is not okay for women to stop working out. It is not.
Nope.
And it's the only reason they tell you that, I feel, is because they just want you to lose the weight really fast and get you out the door with your goal. And then, just like you said, you gain it back, and then you're right back where you started, and then you're a customer again.
Exactly. And that's what the process was for me.
Right.
I became
for years and years.
this constant customer.
Yeah.
And I was tired of seeing that whole process and being that constant customer.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you hear about me through Patty. You do the call. Was the call with me? I think so.
No, it was with Sonia.
Wasn't. Oh, Sonia. Did you know Sonia?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
So you do the call, you join, and then, walk me through, like, what was it like doing this program versus, previous experiences?
I have to say, at the beginning of the whole process, I thought to myself, even with the call, I thought, okay, here's this call. It sounded great conversation with Sonia. whole program sounded perfect for what I was looking for. I saw Patty's journey and everything, and I thought, okay, is this going to be another one of those?
Yeah, for sure.
Here
I
we
would
lose
still
the
be
weight.
skeptical.
Yes, because like I said, I've done so many of them. Here we go again. Here I'm going to lose the weight, and then am I going to go back up again? But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I saw, like I said, Patty's journey, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for this and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Best thing I've ever done for myself.
That's so good to hear. What was differentiating for you during, when you started Best of You? Like,
one thing I noticed that was different about the program was the amount of food
yeah,
that am required to eat. And because all the other programs was very minimal calories, pure starvation, felt weakness
yeah,
all the time, all throughout the day.
That's probably why you weren't programmed to work out.
No.
There was no working out
No.
because it was like you were too weak anyways.
That's right. That's so true because the energy wasn't there. You probably would pass out. But having your program, I tell my family, I eat to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying to them.
Exactly. I'm eating so that I can lose
weight.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
And it's eating the right things, of course.
Absolutely.
Yes. And that's one thing I noticed that was very different about your program. Everything is very well balanced. Learning about the macros, still eating within all the same food groups.
Good.
And I'm not removing anything from a food group wise.
Yeah.
That in the past I would have. So it's been it's been wonderful to see the amount of food that I'm able to eat. Not the amount, sorry, but the types of food that I'm able to eat.
Yeah, the varieties.
The variety of
Yeah.
it. I'm still able to have like sweet potatoes
Yeah.
and rice and
Yeah.
quinoa,
Yeah.
bread. I was careful on the bread with the Ezekiel, for instance, which
Totally.
is fantastic.
I'm okay with it.
Yes.
So when did you start to see changes in your body? How long did it take?
The changes that I saw in my body was probably within the first month.
Yeah.
I would say definitely.
How much weight did you start losing? Like,
The first month it was probably maybe around 8 pounds approximately.
good for you. Yeah. And then after that?
And then after that, it would vary between about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, sometimes 1 pound
Per week?
per week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And total, so you've been in the program 9 months, right?
Right.
So you do your first 3-4 months. How much weight did you lose?
Oh goodness, the first 3-4 months, maybe about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Good. And then you get to that and you're like, okay, this is great. What made you want to continue and why?
What made me want to continue?
You're just a tiny little, you're so lean right now. This is your physique. You're long, you're lean. You look shrink wrapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had some blood work done. And they were telling me that I had fatty liver.
Before the program?
This before the program.
Yeah.
And at the beginning stages of the program.
The beginning, yes.
And then that was a bit of a concern because they were saying to me certain things that cause fatty liver, and I did not fall within that list that they were telling me. And then I came to the aha moment was that skinny fat.
Yes.
I thought, okay, that must be what that skinny fat is. So my main motivator, I would have to say for me, is not so much the number of the scale of my weight. It would have to be for my visceral fat.
Okay.
That was my motivator.
That's why it's like you could have lost the 20 pounds with a program, not know that information, and stop. Probably like what you've done in the past, right?
Yes.
It's like, I'm done. Lost 20 pounds.
That's right.
And then so, when you renewed again, you still were after that goal. Then
Yes.
you finally get to that goal. You get to your visceral fat. But what was it then that kept you going?
Because of my age.
Yeah.
With the menopause.
Yes.
And I've been going through menopause, I would say, for the past for 10 years.
Really?
The onset was early.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay.
So the motivating factor for me is to keep me stronger in my later years
Absolutely.
I have 3 kids.
Oh, good.
I want to make sure that they're
How
not
old are
taking
they?
care of me
Yeah.
when I get older. The oldest is 26,
Wow.
24, and 20.
Wow. You're young to have those children.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. That's amazing.
And I need to make sure that I'm there for them.
Yeah, and their kids.
And their kids.
If they
They're
have
my
them, you know,
kids.
like your you want to see your grandkids and you want to be on the floor playing with them and
Exactly.
able to carry them, even, you know, putting them in a car is hard.
That's right.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, so I agree. It's a journey. It's a forever journey. I love that you recognize the fact that you need to be stronger, not thinner.
Yes.
Right? And that's huge in what we, as women, especially now going into our 50s, we have to realize that, you know what, this is our time to make moves that will put us forward, not backwards, right? Just consistently working at something that's going to move our health and wellness in forward, not backwards.
That's
and
right.
that's why it's constant work.
Definitely. It is. I have family members on both sides of the family with different heart
Diseases,
problems, heart diseases
issues,
that they've gone through. And that's not something that I would want to, that I want to go through myself. I want to live as best as I can, the best version of me, as healthy, strong,
Yes.
and independent as long as possible.
Yeah, I agree. What's your total weight loss now?
Total weight loss is 30 pounds.
Very good. Awesome. Are we in reverse diet yet?
We are about to start.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, you're perfect right now for reverse diet. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, sharing your story.
Thank you for all your guidance.
Thank you.
And your support.
You're welcome.
And your wonderful team and the community that you've created as well, too.
Thanks, Rita. Appreciate it.